Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Gecko 3 Deep Cover Gecko for PS1. I thought I had completed the holiday broadcasting stage, Totally Scrooged, in the last video, but I'm still missing some stuff. I'm also missing some stuff here at Mission Control as well. First off, I want to go back to the rec room. And from here, I want to go all the way back to where we learned the long jump / karate kick. Unfortunately, in order to do all this, we have to go through the whole training thing all over again. Which means I have to go through all this just to get to the one room. Thankfully, this is pretty easy to do, but I'm still going through it and keeping it on camera anyway. There was a thing that I forgot to show off in that room. Also, I am totally pressing start to skip the cutscenes when necessary, so that way I can get through some stuff a little more quickly. There we go. And now we are in the room that we need to be in. I'm going to trigger that cutscene so that way I can get to where I need to go. And right down here in the watery area, there was a paw print coin that I forgot to get. So now that that's taken care of, I can finally get out of here. I should now have... Oh, come on. I should now have pretty much every paw point that I should be able to have up at this point. Since the last time I figured some things out... Oh, come on! Do I have to be right there at the edge? Come on. There we go. That jump shouldn't have been so hard. As I was saying, since last time I have figured a few things out. And not only will we be sharing those things with you guys, but I will be covering some new terrain as well. I also found out how to get that paw print up there. But before we do that, that's interesting. Interesting. Apparently the shield is part of the combo for this vault locker. I did not even see that when I was playing around before making this video. Anyway, we need to head down to the pole because that's where we're going to find a certain secret that I missed. You see, when you stand totally still and press start, you can have the option to save your game, change the options, basically set the volume control, and also quit the game. If you go to totals, you can see your totals for mission control. We're still missing a bonus coin and 3 paw prints here. But we can also go through all the areas we've seen thus far, kind of, and see what we've missed. And as you can see, for holiday broadcasting Totally Scrooged, I've missed a bonus coin. We're going back in for the bonus coin.
It's tail time.
Thankfully, I remembered where it is. And it doesn't really matter which remote we select for this, as long as we select a remote. And... I forgot what I was going to say, but basically we can just select any remote that we want and we can just get to one of the houses. One of the houses has a chimney that does not have smoke coming out of it, and it's kind of easy to miss that detail. I wouldn't necessarily blame you for not catching that.
My tauntaun fell down.
But we need to find that house. And I also want to make sure that I get, again, 50 fly coins at least before getting out of here, because I do want to get some lives. Now, this isn't the house, I believe, though I still want to get the fly coins here just the same. As a matter of fact, this one doesn't have a chimney in it, period. There are 4 houses here. And if we know what we're doing, we should be able to reach that house, get in the chimney, and find a hidden area. Now that one's got the smoking chimney, so it's not that one. Instead, it's the one that's kind of nearby. And as much as I would like this bug, I don't want it at the moment. There we go. There's our fly coin there. The one house that we're looking for is near the one with, or maybe this one of them does. Maybe they both do, and you just have to just stand on one of them, just out of the blue. And this is the one with the sculpture on it. By going in here, you'll be able to get an extra life and one of the bonus coins for this stage. Now we have all 5, or rather all 3 here.
I want to lick it, but my tongue will get stuck.
And if I go over here, I should be able to get some more. Nope, I won't. So much for that. Well, we finally got that bonus coin. How are we doing on fly coins? I know exactly where I want to go, but first, I want to go over here too, because now that I found an extra life in that house and I now know about it, I might as well go ahead and grab that. Grab this one. And then just keep on grabbing lives. Because I know that I'm going to need lives, especially later on in the game. I want to beat this guy up too, for one. And I'm just going to go ahead and just do, what is it? The Santa one again, the one with the evil Santa. So that way I can just go ahead, activate a remote, and then I can get out of here while at the same time getting an extra life. Come on, are you serious? There we go. You kind of have to hit the tail whip earlier than normal just to send the present back at the evil Santa. It's worth it, but you just got to get the timing down. So anyway, now that we're over here, doesn't necessarily need to go over.
Auditions for The Shining right this way.
Didn't necessarily need to go over there for the fly coins that I want for another life. I could have just easily went further away from where the ice skating elf was, but you know what? I'll take it. I did take all these. Okay, hold on, because I'm so close to another one anyway. Not you. Yeah, I might as well just go ahead and go over here. Yeah, I can just go over here and grab these. There we go. Now I can get over there and then grab the remote. And I'm just going to go over here so that way I have a way to get over to here. There we go. Now I can grab that remote with 3 more extra lives than we had before, and we can just get out of here. We finally have everything. And with that, we should be able to get back to mission control with everything collected in Holiday Broadcasting. Alright. We're done here. So let's go and go to another place that I've been wanting to go on this upper level. That's not it. There it is. This is Clueless. This is going to be probably the second level that you find, and probably the second main level that you see. Now, by hitting the statue, you can open this bookcase up for another bonus level that we can go to. I'm just not going to go to it right now. Now, up there, you can get... Well, you can't really see from down here, but there are platforms. Up there on this side is a bonus coin, but over there is a paw print. And it doesn't seem like you can get to it normally, but there is this picture of Gex as a vampire. And you have to look at it a certain way. And when you get the laughter, you get Gex transformed into a pale white Gecko vampire. From here, you can get on the top of these chairs, and that's terrible. You have the tail bounce from the top of the chairs over to these platforms to get to these things.
I'm suddenly very thirsty. For blood.
And you just have to get like a good elevation and some good distance. This will definitely take many tries to get. And it is possible to do the thing where Gex grabs onto the platform by the tongue, and he's certainly not doing it here. This is going to take many, many tries. It is possible to do. You just have to really just nail the jump and just... I don't think I'm going to get it here either. No. I don't like making these jumps. I don't know what the developers were thinking with this, because quite frankly, you can't see part of the time what you're trying to land on. You just have to do this while working with really wonky camera angles that the 1990s are known for. And I'm just not getting it. I'm just not getting the kind of jumps that I want. And that's not going to get it for me either. I wish they lowered some stuff, lowered the ledge, made it so that the angles that I had to work with weren't too terrible. But as it stands, this is what I have to work with, and I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of trying to get these two things. And I wish the game didn't handle this like it did. There we go. So difficult to get that just because of all that you have to do, all you have to put up with. And it sounds like I'm complaining a whole bunch, and I am. Finally, I get it now. Don't know why it has to be that way. So, we now have the paw prints here. Almost all the paw prints. Now that we are in vampire form, we can actually go around here in the vampire outfit instead of the usual outfit. And by doing it this way, we can float all the way over here. Actually, no, I did that wrong. You don't do it from there. You actually have to do it from one of the tape machines. That's right. Now, thankfully, this one's a little simpler, I think. And if we can do this correctly... That is not correctly. Maybe it's this one. Maybe it's this one that we have to do it from. Yes. Now we have all of the things collected for mission control. It's about time. And we have everything for Totally Scrooged as well, which is really good. So now we can go to Clueless, and I'm going to try to do one of the remotes that I figured out how to do last time. Or rather, during the practice run. Since last time, I meant. I will do the thing here for later, and wow, why did I do that? I am just not good at getting around at all today, apparently. Anyway. Don't know why I did that. Don't know why it was possible to run into that like that, but we can now go up here. We need 3 remotes to enter Mystery TV, Clueless in Seattle, and we have 3 more remotes that we can get. There's Survive the Hedge Maze, there's Break the 3 Blood Coolers, again, and Find and Beat the 3 minigames. Let me get a drink of tea here, and that's better. The only one I've known how to do so far is Find and Beat the 3 minigames. And there's one of them.
With this raincoat, I make a perfect Sherlock Holmes. Or a flasher.
So, here we are. We're standing on this crest. Flatus Gaseous Emissionus.
I feel like Lester the Mogexter.
And while we could go through the crime scene tape here, there is a few things that we can do while we are here. For instance, if we can make a long jump all the way to here, we can get some flies, and we can break one of the 3 blood coolers.
Where is Alicia Silverstone when you need a real
We don't need to do that because that's not part of the mission that we picked, but it's there. And despite picking a remote, you can do any 3 of them any of the 3 that you want at any given time. It's like the only difference between the 3 choices is the cutscene showing you, hey, this is where the remote is, or hey, this is a clue for the remote. You can get them in any order you want. You don't have to necessarily get the one that you picked. Kind of like in Gex to Enter the Gecko. And by going up here, after whipping some evil TV enemies, we can go over here. Now there is a paw point here. We kind of have to make a wraparound jump around the bed in order to get this, which is harder than one would think. And if I could do this, that would be great. You can also make... Come on. You can make a long jump from the top of the nearby dresser drawer, but that is a lot harder to do, all things considered. And I can never get this thing right like I want. I can never get this tail bounce jump like I want, because I keep hitting my head on the ceiling of this thing. Why are there so many frustrating power-ups to get so early in the game? That's what I want to know. There we go. Now we have that. Also, if you talk to Alfred here,
Those statues look like switches to me.
if I finally figured out what his name was, he'll tell you that these statues are switches. By hitting this one, you'll trigger something that will make this bookcase move. Now, when we leave this room, we'll get another cutscene where the bear statues that were in the entry room, that were in the foyer, they are moving around. You'll also see another statue that you probably didn't see before, unless you looked around, unlike me. And if you hit this, you'll activate this paw print coin. Now you have 9 seconds to go get it, which can be a pain. If you know what you're doing, though, you can get it in the nick of time.
Jethro? Uncle Jed?
So let's go down here and beat up some moving stuffed bears that are moving for no reason. You can hit these guys with the tail whip, but I recommend using the karate kick because you can hit them and get away, hopefully without much fuss. And from here, we can now enter this room. This guy will shoot a bullet at you. You can destroy the bullet, but if you have it following you around for long enough, it will eventually explode. You definitely don't want the bullet to touch you, of course. And by breaking these things with the tail whip, you can get the little fly coins that are behind them.
Goldfinger's fortress, this is not.
Sir, try standing on the magnifying glass icon and looking around you.
We might as well go ahead and do what Alfred says, stand on the magnifying glass, and when you go into first person mode with the magnifying glass, Gex will actually use his magnifying glass. If you use it on anything that is sparkling gold, like this stuffed bear head, for example, this mounted bear head, you'll trigger a minigame. Now here, we need to destroy 10 fleas in about 40-45 seconds. There are a few to the sides here. There's one at the nose, 2 at the eyes, 2 at the left side, 2 at the right side. And from here, you want to go to the left side and you want to basically bounce your way over to the top of this thing's head. This is where you will find some fleas. There will be a bonus coin that pops up in front of the eyes. And I can just drop down from the eyes. Game. I thought I was dropping down from the eyes. Clearly I wasn't. There were also some of those health pickups, but I see no way of getting those, so don't even bother trying to get them. And yes, these things can hit you, which is really, really annoying. I'm going to use my karate kick here to get some speed and hopefully save some time. And by going up here, I should be able to bounce my way up to the top again. Yeah, there are some things over there. Let's go ahead and... It looks like there are some platforms you could probably use to get to them, but I'm not going to use them. Where is the bear again? I can't tell where I'm supposed to go from here. And if I could skip this, that would be just peachy. Also, it's 45 seconds, not 40. I don't know what I was thinking saying 40. Come on. Okay, we should be able to do this now. And we should be able to move our way over here now.
Goldfinger's fortress, this is not.
Okay.
Granny? Jethro? Uncle Jed?
There we go. It's kind of hard to tell where you're supposed to drop down from. You can just easily drop down and just get the remote. You don't have to go to the sides and then walk all the way over. You can just do it like I did. But there we go. We finally got the first of the 3 bonus coins. By completing the mini games for the minigame remote, you get bonus coins. This is how you're going to get the 3 bonus coins for this stage, which is awesome. And I would like to get some health as I do this. So that way I don't get hit any more than I already have. And let's go ahead and get ourselves some fly coins here. Like the nice little choice cuts poster of Gex there. That's classy. And by going over here and looking at the sink, you'll trigger your second minigame. Now in here, you have 45 seconds to dive down and destroy all these bubbles. I said, destroy the bubbles. That's gonna cost me, I think. Thankfully, you don't lose a life in case things go wrong. As a matter of fact, you also want to go down here for a paw print as well. Go down there. Go up, go up, go up. I might as well just go ahead and go for the paw print now that I'm, you know, not going to make it in time just due to the game not wanting to be, just not wanting to cooperate and let me hit the bubble. And that's alright. I'm pretty close to another paw print anyway. And I know that I'm going to need the health eventually. I wish you could skip these cutscenes. I know you can skip this one though. Alright. We are now able to hit that one a little better. There's one there. I do want to hit this one. And I'm going to surface just in case. And then look around for the one bubble that I have yet to hit. There it is. Let's go ahead and get it. And thankfully the air stops going down for this cutscene. And all we need to do here is just go between the two sponges and just jump straight up. So we can get that coin. That's all we need to do, really. Now, there's one more of these things to go. And in order to access it, we have to go up the bookcase stairs that we just opened up a little bit earlier. And before we do anything else, we are now behind where we found that one paw print coin. We can get all these things, and we can get ourselves another extra life. And that's where we're going to find the remote for completing all three of the minigames. For now, we want to make our way in here, and we want to take out the bear enemy before we go. I can't believe that happened. That was terrible. I'm going to be so happy when I have another paw print coin collected for another hit point. Really. There we go. Sadly, you cannot knock the whiskey and martini glasses down there. Here's another magnifying glass icon. We look at the little sparkly bits here on the pool table, and we go into our third minigame. Thankfully, these things are really easy to destroy. I can just go ahead and karate kick all of them as I just go through the pool table here. These things can still hit you if you touch them, but at least this is the easiest of the three minigames. Thankfully, this is really easy to do. And by going right there, it's going to be right behind me. I can just go over here and grab this. And we have not only all three of the minigames completed, we also have all three of the bonus coins from this stage. And there's a remote, so we might as well just go ahead and get it. Thankfully, all we have to do is just leave the room. And from there, we can just turn left. And there it is. Got enough for an extra life. Got enough fly coins for an extra life. We've got 1 of the 4 remotes found. There are still going to be 3 more to go.
Well, Sherlock, you found a good use for that magnifying glass.
Thank you, my dear extra. Now, what say you and I solve the case of the lovesick lizard?
Not a chance, cutie. But hang on to that lens, just in case you run into any lady geckos.
We now have 1 of the 4 remotes found, and we're going to have 3 more to go. But we're going to handle that in the next video. Going to go ahead and save my game here. Thankfully, my health is refilled. And there we go. Join me next time where we go through more of Mystery TV, Clueless in Seattle, and hopefully find more of those remotes. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!